In a village on the edge of a dense African rainforest, lived a brave hunter named Kofi. Renowned for his exceptional skills, Kofi could track and hunt even the most elusive prey. His keen instincts and sharp eyes were legendary in the village, but his kind heart and courage were what truly defined him. One bright morning, as the sun cast a warm glow over the land, Kofi prepared for a hunt that would take him deeper into the forest than he had ever ventured before. The villagers often spoke of mystical spirits guarding the heart of the forest, but Kofi was undeterred. He was driven by stories of a rare, golden antelope that roamed the inner woods, a prize that would bring great honor to him and his family. Armed with his bow and a quiver of arrows, Kofi set off into the forest. The air was filled with the sounds of nature, the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, and the distant roar of waterfalls. As he ventured deeper, the trees grew taller and denser, their branches intertwining to create a canopy that filtered the sunlight into a shimmering mosaic of green and gold. Days passed as Kofi journeyed through the forest. Eventually, he found himself in its heart, a place where few had ever dared to go. It was here, amidst the ancient trees and hidden streams, that he first saw her. Bathing in a crystal-clear pool was a maiden of such ethereal beauty that Kofi thought she must be a vision. Her skin glowed with a soft, otherworldly light, and her long hair flowed like a cascade of midnight. She sang a melody so hauntingly beautiful that it made Kofi's heart ache. Transfixed, Kofi watched from the shadows, careful not to disturb her. But as he shifted his weight, a twig snapped beneath his foot. The maiden turned, her eyes locking onto his. Instead of fear or anger, her gaze held curiosity and something else, a spark of recognition. "Who are you?" she asked, her voice like the gentle whisper of the wind through the trees. "I am Kofi, a hunter from the village beyond the forest," he replied, stepping into the open. "I am Nyla, the guardian of this forest," she said, her eyes never leaving his. "Why have you come here?" Kofi told her of the golden antelope, of his quest to find and bring it back to his village. Nyla listened intently, her expression unreadable. When he finished, she smiled, a sad, knowing smile. "The golden antelope is no ordinary creature," she said. "It is a spirit of the forest, a guardian like myself. To capture it would be to disrupt the balance of this place." Kofi felt a pang of guilt but remained determined. "I understand. But I have come too far to turn back now." Nyla nodded, her eyes reflecting the ancient wisdom of the forest. "Then you must face the trials of the forest spirits. Only if you prove yourself worthy will you be allowed to see the golden antelope." The first trial came at dawn. Nyla led Kofi to a clearing where a great lion lay in wait. Its eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and its roar shook the very ground. "This is the guardian of strength," Nyla said. "You must face it with courage and skill." Kofi approached the lion, his heart pounding. The battle was fierce, but Kofi's skill and determination prevailed. With a final, powerful strike, he defeated the lion, earning the respect of the forest spirits. The second trial was one of wisdom. Nyla took Kofi to an ancient tree, its bark etched with symbols and secrets. "This is the tree of knowledge," she said. "You must decipher its messages and prove your understanding of the forest." Kofi spent days studying the tree, meditating on its symbols and listening to the whispers of the leaves. Slowly, he began to unravel the mysteries, gaining insight into the delicate balance of nature and the spirits that protected it. The third and final trial was one of compassion. Nyla led Kofi to a hidden glade where a wounded deer lay. "This is the spirit of compassion," she said. "Heal it, and you will have passed the final trial." Kofi tended to the deer, using the knowledge he had gained from the tree of knowledge. As he worked, he felt a deep connection to the forest and its inhabitants. When the deer was finally healed, it looked at Kofi with gratitude and disappeared into the woods. "You have proven yourself worthy," Nyla said, her eyes filled with admiration. "The golden antelope will reveal itself to you." True to her word, the golden antelope appeared. But as Kofi raised his bow, he hesitated. The trials had changed him, deepening his understanding and respect for the forest. He lowered his bow and let the antelope go, choosing to honor the balance of nature rather than disrupt it. Nyla watched him, her heart swelling with pride. You have made the right choice, she said. The forest spirits are pleased. Kofi and Nyla spent the next days exploring the forest together, their bond growing stronger with each passing moment. Kofi learned of Nyla's past, how she had become the guardian of the forest to protect its secrets and balance. Nyla, in turn, was fascinated by Kofi's tales of the village and its people. But their happiness was not to last. One night, as they sat by a fire, Nyla's expression grew troubled. The spirits have spoken, she said. Our time together is coming to an end. Kofi's heart ached at her words. Why must it be so? The balance must be maintained, Nyla replied. I am bound to the forest, just as you are bound to your village. But remember this, our hearts are intertwined, no matter where we are. With a heavy heart, Kofi returned to his village, forever changed by his journey. He shared his experiences, not of the golden antelope, but of the beauty and wisdom of the forest and the guardian who protected it. The villagers listened, awed by his tales and inspired to live in harmony with nature. Years passed, but Kofi never forgot Nyla. He became a respected elder in the village, known not just for his hunting skills, but for his wisdom and compassion. And every so often, he would venture into the forest, to the place where he had first seen Nyla, hoping to catch a glimpse of her once more. One such day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, he felt a familiar presence. Nyla appeared before him, her eyes shining with love. The spirits have granted us this moment, she said. To remind us that true love transcends all boundaries. They embraced, their hearts beating as one, knowing that their bond would endure, no matter the trials they faced. And in that sacred place, where the forest whispered its ancient secrets, Kofi and Nyla's love story became a part of the timeless lore, a tale of bravery, wisdom, and the enduring power of love. Their story spread far and wide, becoming a cherished folktale passed down through generations. It reminded everyone of the importance of respecting nature and the profound connections that can be formed between people and the world around them. Kofi and Nyla's love, tested by trials and bound by respect, lived on in the hearts of all who heard their tale. The villagers, inspired by their story, continued to live in harmony with the forest, honoring the spirits and maintaining the delicate balance that Kofi and Nyla had fought so hard to protect. And so, the legacy of the hunter and the forest maiden endured, a timeless testament to the power of love, respect, and the unwavering bond between humanity and nature.